Hello, everybody. What I wanted to do was go over some of the common problems I encountered grading one of the two English 1010 classes for the argument paper and tell you how you can correct these problems so that you don't do them on paper 4. So these are all examples from student papers. And what I'm doing is I'm giving you the sentence that the problem was in, and then also I'm giving you the works cited entry. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started here. The first one has a quote, and we have the in-text citation here as Jazai et al. Now, the problem with this one is you're only supposed to use the abbreviation et al. If you have 5 or more authors. And in this case, student only has 3 authors. Here's 1, here's 2, and then here's 3. So this should not be Gazai at all. It should be Gazai, Gazar, sorry, and Sing. Okay, so that would be the way that you would do that one because of the 3 authors. Okay. Number 2. So we've got either a summary or paraphrase here, and there's actually there's 3 problems. The first problem is that you always put your ending punctuation after the parenthetical citation. The student has it before. So I need to take that out here and put it here. Second thing is that there is not another entry in this works cited page that has Joseph Grosser listed. So the only time we're going to include this second piece of information from the works cited entry, which is here, is if we had 2 works by the same author. So I don't need this. Third problem is that there's 2 authors for this piece, and this person has only cited Grosser and have left out Anderson completely. So we're going to go. So now the entry is correct. Okay, so this student has 2 problems. First off is the placement of the ending punctuation, so we're going to go ahead and move that. Second thing is when you have an article title or a web title that begins your entry, so we don't have an author and we don't have a group or organization, that's perfectly fine. But the problem is that this student has the entire title in their in-text citation. None of the other entries on the student's works cited page began with the word on. So all I need for this in-text citation is on. Needs to be inside quotation marks here because it's inside quotation marks in the works cited page. Okay, so need it here as well. But since there's nothing else that begins with on, as long as I have on, whenever I go to the works cited page, I'm going to know it's this entry that the student was using. Okay, so the next one. So we've got a couple of entries here for the same or a couple of citations for the same entry. In this case, it's Altitude Express versus Zarda, inside quotation marks, and this is from the Oye project, which a lot of students used, and that's great. So the first thing is a quote here, but it's quoting Zarda. Now, Zarda was not an author for any of the works in the student's works cited page. The only word that comes up in the works cited page that has Zarda in it is this entry from the Oye project. So I need to take that out, and there's no other entry that begins with altitude. All I need is that. And also I need to take that ending punctuation and put it after the parenthetical citation. Okay. And then the student used that again. They ran into some problems here. They hit the quotation marks once too many times. But then they actually put like almost the whole entry from the works cited page as their in-text citation. You don't need all that, okay? In-text citations are just a small marker of what